The threads that lead me back to Ghana, those are what I would say have been the most exciting, but also the most challenging parts of, well, what has been a long time. When they say there's power in a name, that's been true for me. A name-calling ceremony is where a Ghanaian child's name is traditionally given to the child through announcing it at a celebration with family and friends. At mine, I was given the first name Adjoa, which is not common in Australia where I grew up, but very common in Ghana because it is a name for girls born on Monday. The other name I was given was a name I share with my late grandfather, who I never got to meet, which I've accepted. But to me, he shows up in subtle and significant ways to help me, even if that's just the reminder that I do have a connection to the place I was not born of, but that was born in me, as Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, would say. The challenging part of these threads that connect me to Ghana are challenges I don't hold alone, because they are shared with those of you who have ever felt like you so badly wanted to know and understand a place, but there's miles physically between you and there. You become an outsider looking in, connected but not rooted on the ground. There are reasons for this, and each of our reasons are very personal to each of us. A big one for me has been fragmented family relationships. But as an adult, I'm finding my people, and that feels like a gift to me from the past. A past that I want to believe was better, where it was simpler to just get along with life and each other. Anywho, present me is feeling quite thrilled. In my last few video essays, I've included a segment where we share, or we're supposed to share, our favorite thing from the week. In the last video, I mentioned I'd be updating you on an exciting invitation I received. And so this is that update. Well, it was from the Ghana High Commissioner to Australia. In it, I was recognized as an opinion leader in the Ghanaian community and invited to attend their first photo exhibition commemorating Ghana's 69th year of independence since 1957, which was marked on 6th of March. So I accepted. I went to the exhibition. It was a reminder that freedom is something that is fought for. I guess at the macro level, countries like Ghana fought hard for their independence. But at the level of the individual, we all fight for something. My identity, my connection to culture are things I have fought for. Memory is powerful, but it can also be painful, especially when you don't have the memories of people or places. The familiarity with things that for some are second nature, things like language, road routes, and very specific cultural motifs. The exhibition was named The Spirit of Independence. In its own words, capturing the atmosphere, optimism, and political imagination that defined the immediate post-independence era. It situates independence not as a single historic event, but as a transformative national moment shaped by collective aspiration. Importantly, the exhibition balances images of prominent leaders with scenes of traditional authorities and everyday citizens. The photographs displayed for this exhibition were sourced from the archive of Willis Eugene Bell, an American who came to live in Accra permanently in the late 1950s, his adopted country. It was the artistic and intellectual energy of Ghana that captivated him. He immersed himself in culture and collaborated with Ghanaians, including Henry Ofori, then editor of the Accra edition of Drum magazine, and prolific playwright and cultural activist Efua Sutherland. Working together, Bell and Sutherland created photo essays that are said to have contributed to a more positive perception of Africa, as well as to the growing recognition of the role of play in development, and visually projected the positive spirit of Ghanaians and the country's potential for progress. To be Ghanaian looks different, feels different depending on your story. Regardless, these points in our collective history bring us together. I'm always going to be learning about Ghana and the world. I can never know everything there is to even being me, because loss is also a part of our collective human experience. I wish my grandparents were still alive today, the grandparents who lived before, during, and after Ghana's independence, because I imagine they had a lot to teach me, and I had a lot to learn. At the exhibition, I studied the face and learned the name of the author of the other or almost Ghana national anthem, Yen Ara Assassini, Ephraim Amu. It's wonderful to discover new things, and kind of shocking that I didn't even know that. This channel has been a becoming, a releasing of ideas and imaginings that I've been living with, and there's still so much to excavate. Returning to names, there is power in them. And mine has forged an unbreakable bond with my Ghanaian heritage. In moments where it feels like that's been taken away from me, where I felt shame, embarrassment, humiliation, disappointment about how certain relationships and experiences didn't happen for me in the way I thought they would, my name survives it all. In many ways, it is a North Star, and not in the way that I'm limited in the direction I can go, but a North Star in the way that who it means to be the woman I am in this moment in time is up to me. I am making my own mark. I am living my own truth. I am paving my own path. I am forging new frontiers. I am becoming independent and declaring it, even if it's costing me. But most of all, I'm expanding in the direction of the stars, where I hope everyone I love is.